Congratulations on being the owner of the Outrider by Abrazo. Today we're going to go over some steps on how to get the Outrider together, install some processes, and basically get you out on the road so you can go ahead and enjoy the Outrider and see what fun is there to come. So but before we start, we have to get this out of the box. All right, so this is a heavy unit, so be sure to get a friend to help you out, or you might be throwing your back out. Before we go ahead and get started and kind of cutting some of these ties, this is what exactly comes in the box with all the protective cardboard and stuff and all the zip ties and ties that holds everything together so nothing's rocking inside the box. But let's bring you a close up and see what's inside the box and show you what tool comes with it. Right, inside the box, you'll find a bag that says toolkit. Inside the toolkit, you'll find a set of Allen wrenches, a short snub Phillips screwdriver, and a set of wrench, 12, 10, 13, and 15. All right, so first thing you want to do is go ahead and cut off all the zip ties and free the wheel from the frame. Now that the wheel's free, go ahead and put that to the side. So after you remove the wheel, you'll see that there is a box with no label. That's the charger. All right, so if you're working by yourself and you need to line up the weight, you can always remove the battery. But in our case, since we have extra hands, we're gonna go ahead and keep the battery on and install the handle instead. After removing all the packaging, you'll locate the 4 Allen screw heads on the handlebar itself. You want to go ahead and remove these. Next thing you want to do is go ahead and align the 4 holes underneath the handlebar. And with the supply Allen wrench, go ahead and tighten down all the heads of the screw. Now that we have the handlebar on, we're going to go ahead and proceed on the fender necks. Next on, we're going to go ahead and install the fender. So go ahead and just remove the screws that's in place and then take note of the washer, the nut, and here. So what you want to do after removing is take note, there is 2 washers from the screw. So you want to go ahead and just thread this through. And then there are 2 size nuts that you see here. You want to add the bigger one right behind that. And then go ahead and put the fender bracket, this bracket here. You want to go and place that in the back of the fork, and then washer and nut. Go ahead and hand tighten that down first. All right, so next on, you want to remove the retaining screws that's holding the other part of the fender, taking note of the washer. All right, so next what you want to do is go ahead and secure the bracket of the fender to the rear fork of the bike. And go ahead and secure both sides of the fenders with the supplied screwdriver. Before installing the front tires, be sure to remove the protective caps on both sides. Okay, before installing the front wheel on, take notice of the front rotor and the front caliper and make sure they're both facing the same direction. And go ahead and just place it into the slot and secure the nut on both sides. With the supply wrench, double check to make sure all the bolts are tightened down. Now with the wheel installed, make the proper adjustments and ensure that there's clearance and tighten up the top screw of the fender. Next on down, we'll go on to the headlights and get that installed and wired up. Inside the headlight box, you'll find the mounting bracket, 4 screws, a set of nuts, and the headlight itself. We won't be using the long ones. You can go ahead and put these aside for future upgrades. First, what you want to do is install the bracket arm on both the left and the right side of the headlight, like so. Fasten both sides with the supply tools. Before installing the headlights, be sure to remove both the supply screws installed on both left and right side of the headlight. As you're installing the screw, please take note in placing the rubber grommet inside, where it will provide the pressure and grip to the headlight. Fasten the headlights on both sides. All right, next lining up the arrows of the red connectors for the headlight. Go ahead and plug that in. And both the arrows should ideally be facing each other. Next, we're going to move on to the pedals. Go ahead and snip those off from the frame and take note of left and right. Install the left side of the pedal by turning it counterclockwise to tighten down. With the supply tool, tighten down the pedals. And the right side of the pedal should be installed by turning it clockwise, like so. Fasten down with the tool. Next, locate the power button on the left-hand side of the grip. Press and hold down, and that should turn on the screen for you. Congratulations, the Outrider is now operational.